Good evening, Twitch! This is Sparser2600, the Rocket Knight Toad, welcoming you to another night of gaming. Tonight, I decided to turn a little current obsession of mine into your entertainment tonight. I will be speedrunning games in the Disney Afternoon Collection. Recently, I taken to speedrunning this game right here, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, I'm already on there in the 4th place. Not bad if I do say so myself, but I think I can do better. I've seen a few tricks, and I'm going to see if I can do better than them. So let's see. Already off to a good start. Let's try again. Also, screw normalcy, I'll be trying the speedrun as Dale. I think it's faster to choose Chip, but it's probably not that much of a difference to play as Dale. Very good! Okay, so Zipper is pretty much the superstar of this game. Like, you know how the stars act for Mario? But, oh, well, the trick failed. Zipper was supposed to get that Robo-Dog, but, whatever. Ugh. Yeah, I've been practicing this way too much on my Switch, too. In handheld mode. Alright, let's try... God bless it! Again! Damn it. Okay, this thing's eating my inputs now. I'm pretty damn sure I pushed the A button. It's doing it again! What the hell's going on? Okay, this is much better. Well, it was going much better. But I'm starting to figure out what's wrong. Okay, I hope this goes well this time. Okay, that's more like it. Good job, Zipper. Yeah, so the simplicity of this game makes it pretty easy to speedrun. I'm gonna grab this little box for safety. That's actually not what I needed it for. I really hate it when that stupid Robo-Rat was supposed to jump off screen despawning himself. Beautiful. Okay. Very good. It's fine, it's fine. There we go. Okay, so the reason I took that box with me was because there's sometimes a second bee that spawns. So, just as a little precaution, I like to have that box with me in case that second bee spawns and I can destroy that robot dog. Ugh. This normally doesn't happen to me. It's usually goes a lot smoother than this. Alright, let's hope Zipper comes through. Just gotta get him over to where he needs to go. Okay, that wasn't quite how I wanted it to go, but that was still pretty desirable. Screw you so much, you stupid robo-rat. Alright. Man, speedrunning is hard! Like, everything has to go perfectly. Yeah, the thing about speedrunning is that if you want to be the best, absolutely everything needs to go perfectly. There can be no mistakes. Okay, let's get Zipper to where he needs to go. Okay, he got him. Good. Okay, so yeah, right there, that's why I carry that box with me, that crate. Because, sometimes that bee will spawn and just really mess things up. What the hell is going on? I can normally clear that easily. Okay, I'm feeling very good. Just gotta keep moving. Beautiful! Good work, Zip! Gonna make that Robo-Rat move. Yeah, the thing is, I can't figure out when that bee, whether that bee is going to spawn or not, so what I usually do is I take that crate with me. Okay, gotta drop that there. Okay, this is how it should have gone. Okay, we're gonna get the cheese to have Monterey crash through the wall, and then beat the first boss, which is this brusher. Ooh, okay, that could have gone a little better. I mean, it's not ideal, but I think it could have been worse. Okay, Fat Cat's there to tell us he kidnapped Gadget. Although this does bring up one question. If Gadget's kidnapped, who's flying the Ranger plane? I was gonna dodge these Robo-Rats. Okay, so you can actually, yeah, they're supposed to try to catch you off guard. Okay, you may not think water's a big deal, but in this level, you really have to stop by and stop these faucets, otherwise you'll take damage. And there's almost no invincibility frames for it, so it's actually better to try to avoid damage if it can. Yeah. I'm just gonna grab this health acorn for safety. Ugh, stupid thug fly. Oh crap, I'm wasting time. Ooh, okay, so this boss can be pretty tricky to deal with, but we can get some pretty favorable patterns if we're lucky. Ah, crap. You know what, I'm gonna do a reset anyway. I'm gonna do a reset anyway, because, I know that brusher boss could have been a lot better. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do another one. Whew, man, speedrunning is really strict. Okay, I think a good sign that you did it right with Zipper here is if you keep moving. And if he spawns pretty far behind you, that's a good sign that there's a strong chance that, the invincibility will last long enough for him to, KO that one Robo-Dog. Sadly, that was not the case. And we also got hit by the Robo-Rat. Really hate these guys. Really hate these guys. Don't know if that'll do it. Yeah, exactly. See? I don't know what makes that beast spawn. It's so hard to know. It's really hard to dodge those Robo-Rats. You know, once they kind of move at the same pace you do. It can be hard to dodge them if they start walking. Thankfully, these robotic dogs are pretty slow. Okay, come on, Zipper. Got it! Okay. Alright, very good. That's how it should be. Okay, I'm gonna crash through the wall. And take on the Brusher boss again. Haha! Okay, that was a lot better than last time. Pretty solid. Fairly solid. Down to 1-up. Fat Cat calls us to tell us he kidnapped Gadget. Yeah, so the first mission, the first level is actually them, the Rescue Rangers trying to help a kitten. But as it turns out, it was only a distraction so Fat Cat could kidnap Gadget. I hate myself right now. I'm gonna get this. I will get this. I know I can. Gonna stick to the middle path? Got him. Thanks, Zip. Okay, there we go. Okay, I want to take the L on that one. Game, you are making me angry. Okay, just gotta keep moving. Stay on the level. Very good! Yeah, screw you. Oh, that was a rough Zone 0. Sadly, no extra lives there. Sorry about that, folks. Had to take care of... Ah, that was much smoother than last time. Alright, pretty smooth so far. We can ignore that health acorn because, we don't need that potion. All that does is that it just makes us, able to lift heavier objects. Some of the tougher stuff, without moving faster. Actually, it doesn't enable us to lift them. It enables us to jump high with heavier objects. Normally, heavier objects make you jump a little lower. But, no, we didn't need it. You hear the spaceship. This can be a pretty luck-based boss on how speedy you can do it. Sometimes it'll fly at an altitude in which you can throw it horizontally and hit it twice. That's what we wanted more of, but we didn't quite get that. But I think that was okay otherwise. That was pretty adequate. Okay, on to Zone D. Go to the toy store. Now, in most games, you could kind of, damage boost through this stuff, but not here. It's actually a bad idea to try to damage boost your way through this game because, unfortunately, Chip and Dale have next to non-existent invincibility boxes. So yeah, if you take damage, you're not getting through it. Just gonna grab that health acorn for a little safety. Yeah, it's best just to wait until something like that happens. So yeah, the main thing about this game is that despite it's a pretty, I think, beginner-friendly speedrun game, since all you really have to do is just always be moving as much as you can, trying to minimize when you have to stop. Seems to be a good way to try to speedrun the game, since it's. Oh man, I am choking it tonight. I am choking tonight. Well, that was weird. But now I figured out what was wrong. I used the up and down arrow key. I accidentally hit the up arrow key. Oh well. Yeah, absolutely everything has to go right. Alright, let's hope I can get through this. Come on, Zipper. Just gotta get to that. Yeah! Alright, okay, that rat has been pretty uncooperative lately. I wanna deck him with one of those. And I was right to get that bee. Come on, man. Come the hell on. Ooh, that's pretty solid. Just gonna hold my arms up while Monty crashes through. What's wrong with me? I can usually catch that thing easily. Am I just not used to a bigger screen or something? I don't know what's wrong. No, you know what? That was pretty sad. That was pretty sad. I'm going to start over. Okay. This ball didn't want to cooperate. Haha, you can't catch me, stupid robot. Starting over. I know I can do this. There we go. Stupid robo-rats. You can't catch me. Adequate. Could be better, though. Ooh. Better take this health acorn just for good measure. Okay, just gonna take this apple. What? What happened? That run was a nightmare. I'm starting over. Ugh. Ooh, I hope this is enough to get Zipper to where he needs to go. Drat. I think it was, but I was too high. Okay. No idea how that happened. That has never happened before. I think we're still relatively on track. Now here's the part I'm having trouble with. You know what? We're gonna swap from time trial to boss rush. This will be good practice for catching that ball. I think it's this D-pad. I've been used to the direction buttons on the Joy-Con. What am I doing wrong in terms of trying to catch the ball on the return trip? I guess it's just the timing. I just gotta get good. But I was doing so well before. What am I doing wrong now? Oh, that was nice. Alright, let's see my rank. How did I do? Fetching leaderboard. Didn't even make the top 10. Okay, let's try one more run of Rescue Rangers, then I'll move on to another Disney Afternoon game, one I've been practicing for a while due to having some pretty fun dash mechanics. First, let's see if I can't do a few more attempts. Let's give this thing a few more attempts. Nerds. I am severely unhappy. Okay, solid first part. Okay, there was a tiny hiccup, but I think I'm very much on a good streak right now. Okay, very solid. Pretty solid. Good foundation. I hate these muscle flies so much. No, we don't want 2-player, we want 1-player. This is going to be... These next few attempts are going to be my last. Then I'll move on to Bonkers. Okay, almost solid. Very good. Okay, very solid so far. Okay, let's hope the spaceship is good to us. Okay. I think that was alright. Heading back to Zone D. Okay, so something you want to be careful of in this level, if you touch one of those flowers at the same time you land, it's going to eat your inputs, so you may want to try to be a little careful around that. Oh! Easy as pie! Hello, give me a second, I'll give you a shout out. Welcome Raiders, I am Sparkster2600, the Rocket Knight Toad. I was a regular Toad in the Mushroom Kingdom until I came across the diary, the equipment, and secret book of Rocket Knights, all belonging to a rock knight named Sparkster. Inspired by the tales in the code, I took on the Sparkster name and gear to carry on his legacy. I'm a variety streamer. I stream a variety of games, my favorites being platformers, beat-em-ups, and hack-and-slash games like Bayonetta and Devil May Cry. If you are a new viewer, welcome, and if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Tonight I am trying to speedrun the Disney Afternoon Collection. Not the entire game, but just like, I've been practicing a lot of Rescue Rangers lately. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think it's a pretty satisfying game to play on its own, like casually, but like, It's also surprisingly solid as a speedrun, and pretty friendly too. Like, if you're new to speedrunning, I think this is a good game to start with. Get rated, nerd! Thank you so much! I appreciate it, easy as pie. So yeah, the main movement tech in this game is to just always keep moving. There's no way to really make yourself go faster, you just have to make sure that your character is always moving. Oh man, you guys come in at a good time. This is probably my best attempt yet. And I just botched it with that. Okay, it's back on track now. Give me a sec. Oh my god, that was a perfect casino cat. Holy crap. That one could be really troublesome, but no, that was gorgeous. Oh my god, that couldn't have been more perfect. Alright, let's see what you have to say. But yeah, I was playing Cities Skylines for the first time, and it was fun. We even took a 30-minute break to rant about bad public transit. Hi, say-so thing. Say so. Actually, what does that mean? Say so thing? Just gonna duck under that crab. Grab this. I'm definitely gonna need this for up ahead. Yeah, so the reason I'm grabbing these boxes is because, these flying squirrels, ninjas, they can be a real pain in the butt. Case in point! Of course, we can ignore that crab. Okay, let's see. It means you don't say things like bleep, like censored or censored, and you don't do censored. This game looks like if it was made by the same people who make DuckTales. It is the same people who make DuckTales. Capcom. Okay, so this is kind of the weird thing, but the Disney Afternoon Collection actually came back, and it actually came out in 2017. But for reasons I'll never understand, it wasn't actually ported to the Nintendo Switch until recently, which is doubly ironic because all these games originate on Nintendo platforms. Yeah, so you have 6 games. You have DuckTales, Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, Darkwing Duck, DuckTales 2, Rescue Rangers 2. But Digital Eclipse and Atari worked together to not only bring to the Switch, but add 2 additional games, Goof Troop and Bonkers. Yeah, these are all Capcom games. This one is particularly notable because guess who worked on this one? Shinji Mikami. It was one of the first games he worked on at Capcom. He would go on to make a little-known series called Resident Evil. There's a good chance you probably heard of it. But that's not the game we're going to be looking at next. The game we're going to be looking at next is Bonkers, and I think this is a very fun speed game that is also very friendly. It's also very beginner friendly. But first, let's see our main character, Bunkers D. Bobcat. Ah, look at him. Such a toon. So this is the new edition. I feel like it's an apology for making us wait 9 frickin' years. So yeah, Bonkers, here's the next game. My sister and I play the DuckTales game so much. The moon theme lives in my head even 30 years later. Hey, good reason. It's a very good theme. But enough talk. Let's talk about Bonkers, and we're gonna be speedrunning it. Okay, so Bonkers is your typical 16-bit platformer, but it does have some pretty unique dash mechanics, which I think are unique for the time. First, we're going to pick up what the game calls Salsa, but let's just face it, it's hot sauce. The character turns red, goes berserk, and it turns Bonkers' normally less offensive dash, essentially into Sonic's boost. So the thing about this game is, when you play it, as long as you can maintain the dash, Bonkers will keep sprinting. So as long as you maintain the dash, Bonkers will keep going forward. Okay, so this first half of the mission done. Jody Star, hello. Welcome. So with this dash, Bonkers can either stun or kill enemies depending on what he hits. But if he has the hot sauce, if he's dashing with the hot sauce right now, it basically kills him. You're gonna toss that bomb to get rid of a pair of candle enemies. You're gonna initiate another dash here. See if I can maintain it. Sadly, no. Okay, there's a reason I did that. That balloon would have bounced me over into the other direction. Alright, here's the first boss. The game calls this boss the Luminous Figure, but let's face it, it's pretty much just a Toon Ghost. So here are Bonkers' 3 main attacks. First off is his dash. Second, he can toss bombs, which also damage enemies. And finally, there is the good old-fashioned Mario method of hopping and bopping. Now the dash doesn't damage all enemies. Some enemies will simply be pushed aside, but it's pretty potent. Hated to do that. Oh, okay, the Luminous Figure is attacking us directly. The Toon Ghost. And that is a Toon Ghost. Okay, so the premise of this game is that 3 treasures sacred to Toons have been stolen. The Sorcerer's Hat from the Sorcerer's Apprentice, Aladdin's Lamp, and the Mermaid's Voice from The Little Mermaid. They've been stolen, and Bonkers needs help get them back. Bonkers usually has a partner named Lucky Pickell, but while Bonkers was talking about how it was important that they find these Toons, Lucky was driving and distracted, and Bonkers distracted him, and they crashed and he got hospitalized, leaving Bonkers alone to deal with the case. So Bonkers is on his own for this. Ooh, okay, so yeah, you want to avoid these paints. You want to avoid those paints. If you do, Bonkers will do a little animation of him falling into it, and it'll kill any momentum that you carry. Okay, we're gonna grab this hostage here for this section, because this can be really annoying if you don't have it. And oh my gosh! Okay, that was really smooth. All right, that could have gone a lot uglier, but no, that was beautiful. That couldn't have been more perfect. Oh, I'm very happy with how that turned out. Think you're gonna grab another hot sauce? Oh, but you want to jump over these cacti, even when Bonkers is on the sauce. Just gonna toss that bomb there for a little safety. Okay, looks like my dash is not working right now, so I'm just gonna have to do that. Okay, good. I'll want that health. Also, you know, Bonkers being a toon, being a cop, you know, he eats, you know, he needs health, so, you know, cops like eating donuts. Okay, up next are the two characters, Wooly and Bully, and this fight's a little RNG based. Bully here can be taken out pretty easily, but to get Bully down, you have to dash into that switch, and the problem is, whether Wooly falls or not, is all dependent on luck. So you just have to hope Lady Luck is kind to you here. Ooh, there it is! Okay! Alright, that was fairly solid. There's Aladdin's lamp. Okay, so yeah, every time you finish a... Oh, okay, so it's not shown, but every time you finish a level, you get a newspaper headline talking about the results of your case, and the police chief will either be really complimentary or really mean, depending on how fast you completed a level. I'm just going to take them out for safety. I'll have to play it a little safer for now. Oh, okay, so the badges you collect here, instead of collecting 100 for an extra life, if you collect 10, it'll extend how many bombs you can carry. I'm gonna try to see if I can get some health. Okay. There's Fall Apart Rabbit, Bonkers' Bessie. Alright, here's a nice good dashing section. Gonna grab that cake for good measure. And dash, thus finishing off this section. Okay, this next section can be a little annoying. Oh, but wait, no, I take it back. This is actually going to be super smooth now. Just had to wait until I got that salsa. Ah, very smooth. It's a very good thing there's that bomb refill. I'll need it for the upcoming boss fight. Gonna wait, don't want to risk it. God. I hate that pitcher enemy. Very, very annoying to deal with, but no. Okay, up next is the Toon Helicopter. Okay, so the main thing is the helicopter is the main target. There are two characters in this fight, but you'll want to aim for the helicopter only. You want to avoid hitting that bat there, because if you hit the bat, what'll happen is it'll trigger an animation of the helicopter bringing him in, and you don't want that because that'll waste time. Okay, this is going pretty smooth so far. Okay, here's where I'll need the bombs. So the bombs don't explode directly on impact. It only explodes if you, oh, and that's Toon Helicopter. Okay, so as I was saying, you can actually leave the bombs out, and it'll stay there for a while until an enemy touches it. So, yeah. So you be a little strategic with them, which I think is pretty neat. Okay, now here's one of the tougher levels in the game, the Ocean Liner. You can probably guess which treasure's here. I did say there was the mermaid's voice, right? Whew, okay, here's one of the tougher sections. At least, you know, the speed run. Oh! Huh. You stupid bird, I hate you. Okay, so yeah, the reason I'm jumping so much is that when you jump, you do go a little faster. So when my dash isn't active, that's probably a good time to do it. I'm just gonna grab some bombs, because I'll need those for the boss fight later. Also gonna grab that extra life. It's good to have a few backups. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna try and make this last. I have trouble with this part. And there's the part I have trouble with. Thankfully, that stuff doesn't hurt damage bonkers, but it does, well, I guess it freezes you solid. But yeah. Okay, this boss is called Louse, and I hate him. This guy's a pain in the butt to deal with because he has very specific hitboxes. See, the problem is, if you try to throw a bomb or get too close, he'll just swipe away. The way I found is to wait until he stops chewing, because that's when he's about to spit, and that's when you throw your bomb. Take that, you louse. And that is the Ocean Liner done. Sadly, we cannot skip this dialogue. It's pretty bad for speedrunning. Okay. Oh, right. I guess I probably should have done the thing. Oh, well. I should have kept pressing start, but... oh, well. Oh, you know something I didn't talk about? Bonkers can actually roll. But spin dashing, it isn't. I mean, I know Bonkers isn't a hedgehog, but like, he is a speedy character and a platformer. He is a character. He's in a 90s platformer with some slight speed mechanics, so I think he's up for scrutiny in that regard. Or rather, I think a reasonable comparison can be made. Just gonna wait a bit. You know, I want to see something, because God bless it. Come on. Ah, shoot. Thought there would be some health items. Okay. Okay, here's where it really starts becoming about speed. You want to try to play it a little safer. So much for playing it safer. I suddenly have a strong appetite for fish right now. Ugh. Okay, I think you guys have an idea of what it's like to speedrun bonkers. I always have trouble with that part. Let's try Rescue Rangers again. Also, sadly, for some reason, they did not give Time Attack and Boss Rush modes to Bonkers or Goof Troop. Here we go. Okay, let's hope I can get Zipper across. Okay, that was not what I intended, but that was actually kind of good since I damage boosted in the other direction. I damage boosted the right way, so that kind of evens out. There we go. Could be better, but not too bad. Don't know why that fly spawned that way, but I'm glad it did, because it turns out it pretty much just, it pretty much just despawned itself. Sweet. Mm. Keep messing up the timing. Okay. Alright, very solid. Alright, I got my mojo back! That was very good. Feels so good to take out those stupid buff flies. Alright, that was a good spaceship. Very solid fight. Oh yeah, so if you've ever played this game, for those bonus stages, don't bother with the rest of the boxes, just go for the top and middle one. Either it'll be an extra life or it won't. But like half the time, maybe 60-40%, it'll be an extra life. That's weird. I think some of the rabbits despawned. You know, trust me, I tried. You'd think I could damage boost, but like, no. Okay. That toy robot could have gone a little better. Just gonna do a little dance here. There we go. Oops. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. A few seconds lost. Unfortunate, but... Okay, beautiful casino cat. Okay, we give Gadget flowers, and then move on to the next section. We move on to the final stretch of the game. Can we do it? Wait a sec. Game, you ate my input there. I jumped. I pushed the button. Oh, okay. This is more like it. Okay, let's see if we can... Will that extra life reach us? Yes, it will! Alright. Okay, here comes one of the more annoying sections. No, we want to take out that pelican. There we go. You can jump over this one, though. Have Monty break the wall. We'll just tank the damage there. And have Zipper come out. Tear him up, Zip. Okay, here's the caterpillar. And there goes the caterpillar. That section sucks because of the fans. There's really no way you can skip them or speed by them. You'll just have to, like, you know, go through it. Okay, we're coming up on the final stage, and this has possibly one of the best tunes in the game. Genuine banger right here. Gonna take one of these from... Take one of these for safety. Wait for that enemy. Then use my crate as cover. Cover to destroy that weasel instantly. I hate you, lizard man. I don't know how you're supposed to get through that part. They don't give you enough time, and the problem is that the cover... Yeah, it just... They fire first, and that cover is hit by it, meaning leaving yourself completely open. Wouldn't it be so bad if you could just damage boost through it, but you can't. You have next to no invincibility frames. Okay, you know what? I think that's enough. That's enough showcasing some speedruns. I think I did some pretty satisfying stuff. Whew! Man alive. Man alive, how do speedrunners do it? Whew. Speedrunning is really hard stuff, man. I don't know how they do it. They're crazy good if they can pull off this crap. Oh well. Alright, time for something I should have done in the first place. I want to shout out Easy as Pie 314. Oops. Hold on. See, will that work? Okay, so there's our little shout out to Easy as Pie. Thank you so much for raiding me tonight. Our raid message is going to be, even Disney afternoon games are tough to speedrun. Up next are the obligatory Discord, social, and Stoat plugs. In case you like that sort of thing. Finally, let's go see who's streaming tonight so we can send you lovely viewers over their way. Now, who can we... Ooh! How often do we get to raid Chuckovania? Let's see what she's up to. Will she let us raid her? Let's see. Chuckovania? Will it work? And the raid is made! Okay. I want to thank everybody who came by. Whether you were lurking or chatting with me, your company is very much appreciated. I generally aim for a showtime between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Saturday, with the afternoon stream on Sunday at around 3 to 4 p.m. Join me on my Discord or follow me on my socials or in the Stoat server in case you want to keep in touch or know when I stream. Until then, all of you have a wonderful night. This is Sparks at 2600, the Rocket Knight Toad, signing off. May your skies always be clear. Peace, everyone, and good night.